They have two premier players in the front court. Travis Franklin coming off 24 points against UNLV, and he is just a slasher and relentless at getting to the cup.
What, 6'7" and 215, he can get it to the cup in a hurry. Not only did he have 24 points, he also had 8 rebounds in that game against the Running Rebels. He has a chance to be a very tough matchup for the Cougars tonight.
Dorian Green will have quite a challenge tonight at point guard trying to defend Jimmer Fredette, and then they're really going to need the production they got on Wednesday, again from Franklin and Ogaden. We are set for basketball, 20 minutes on the clock here at Moby Arena. Everybody up out of their seats. Number 9, BYU taking on a Colorado State team coming off a huge road win. A win tonight for Colorado State. They'll probably jump into the 30s in RPI. Ogaden wins the tip, and Dorian Green brings it into the front court. We could see on the scoreboard BYU's ahead 14-7, but you mentioned rebounding is a critical thing. BYU already has an advantage 5-2 on the glass.
Well, and BYU already has 4 different guys who scored the ball, and Noah Hartsock with 1 foul off that last drive by Travis Franklin, the matchup that I said would be very key here.
Travis Franklin dramatically improved his free throw shooting from a year ago when he was at 54%. Now it's 71%. And Franklin goes 2 for 2. Especially for a slasher who gets to the free throw line a lot. It's so important that he worked on that over the summer. They said he was just a gym rat and has really improved dramatically. 3 no good. Dorian Green's got Franklin. Fredette is there. Franklin gets to 2, and it's now just a 4-point game. They trail by 12.
And this is the run out after an ill-advised shot at the other end by the Cougars.
And Dave Rose was fired up at the officials and with his team. Wants to put a stop to the 8-0 run. Ogaden doubled. Franklin by Collinsworth gets the 2. He's tough to stop. If you try to defend him man-to-man, Franklin is really good at getting to the goal. Jimmer Fredette, and he's fouled. Boy, they transition from defense to offense so quickly.
Remember, one of our game keys, transition defense, you kind of think about after a miss, but after a make, they get it going in a hurry. Franklin with those long arms, he's got a great first step, and he's got a counter move. You got to not only guard the first move, you got to guard the second move. That starting 3 spot, but he is a very, very good player.
The lead back to 11 for BYU. Their largest lead was 12 points. Kind of a dangerous time right now for Colorado State. They need a basket. Ogaden is triple teamed. Finds Franklin. He's banged. Basket and the foul. Just what they needed. Points so easily, but Franklin now will have a chance here coming out of the timeout to convert the 3-point play, try to cut it to an 8-point game. What do you do if you're Colorado State to slow down this BYU offense?
Well, I tell you, that's $1 million question. BYU averaging 88 points. We talked about already at the beginning of the game, 2 very good offensive teams. BYU now shooting 59%, Colorado State shooting 50% and trailing by 9 points. And it's the thing about BYU, you talk so much about Jimmer Fredette, but look at the rest of the lineup. Collinsworth has 13, Emery has 9, Brandon Davies 6. They can just come at you in so many different ways.
Rams need some offense before the half. Franklin to Ogaden. Ogaden in traffic, too strong. Franklin tip has good. 30-plus point games, and only one of them has ever come at the Marriott Center. He likes to do it on the road.
No, which is just another accolade to him of what a great road warrior he is.
Travis Franklin gets 2.
Great balance by Franklin then.
Always trying to find a comparison for Jimmer Fredette, and he doesn't do it with quite the same flair, but he does remind me of Pistol Pete Maravich in the way that he can get his shot off, and he's got range pretty much once he steps over half court. Franklin misses the first time and fouled the second time. The last foul was on Hartsock, so he's got 3, and Davies has 3. Franklin 0 for 2, and boy, they cannot afford to miss free throws if they're going to try to mount a comeback. Carr the rebound. Rams on the move. Franklin and a blocking foul on Collinsworth. We will take a break. The BYU lead is 15 points, but Colorado State trying to hang around and trying to contain Jimmer Fredette. Travis Franklin at the line.
when you look at Colorado State scoring, Franklin with 12, Ogaday with 13, and Eichmeyer with 16. So they're getting some extra points out of Eichmeyer, but once again, just can't seem to score enough to stay up with the Cougars.
They're just 11 of 18 from the free throw line.
Big long arms, really rebounds it well in the crowd, and has a nice soft touch around the basket.
Franklin skip pass, Eichmeyer's triple. Defense from Jackson Emery. Travis Franklin spins baseline. Before the shot, this is now, both teams have 16 fouls. They could get a 3 and cut it to 10. Franklin basket and the foul. He'll try for the traditional three-point play. But things are changing here right now, Coach. You get a 10-point game, and those two big guys on the bench for BYU, we could have a game on our hands.
Franklin caught that right in the heart of the defense, and again, with BYU being this small, they're going to have to try to limit post catches and rely on the weak side defense, try to make Colorado State throw it over them into the post. And you can't let Franklin catch it that close to the basket.
Franklin's got 16 points. It's a 10-point game, and the crowd back into it here at Moby Arena, and they're getting out of their seats to make some noise.
We got ourselves a game.
The second half for Kyle Collinsworth. He now has 13.
And BYU gets out of that zone and goes back to their man-to-man.
Franklin to Smith. His 3. Yes, Dwight Smith.
BYU making that play call from the sideline.
That was a terrific play because Dwight Smith was all in the face of Jimmer Fredette. Did not see that screen coming, and that set up the easy 2.
In a full denial. Yeah. Great recognition by the BYU coaching staff.
And Franklin is fouled. Who's this one going to go against?
Abuo, I think.
I think you're right.
In by the BYU staff from the sideline.
Franklin hits the first one. Jimmer had 21 at halftime. It seems like he's had a quiet 15 in the second half.
Very quiet.
Yeah,
amazing,
36.
Yeah. He scored more in this game than I did my entire college career playing college.
Loose ball, Greg Smith tries to save it. Ogaday saves it to Franklin.
Great effort by the Rams. 2 great individual hustle plays.
And Franklin is fouled. If it's Davies, he's done for the night. And it is Davies. He is fouled out.
Which doesn't hurt him that much now because Abuo will come in, who's a better ball handler, a better free throw shooter. BYU has got to get into their press attack right away here. Watch these great individual effort. Colorado State still playing very hard. And to me, that's the ultimate compliment. When you're a coach, you'd rather hear someone say, boy, your team really competes and plays hard, than you would, hey, what a great offense, and you guys are really good defensively. When you tell a coach your team plays hard, to me, that's the ultimate pat on the back.
And they play hard for the full 40 minutes.
They have. I mean, under 2 minutes to go, I mean, 2 guys make great individual hustle plays. Franklin at the free throw line is 70% free throw shooter. You talk about how he has improved last year. Boy, it was a slippery slope with him on the free throw line.
Coach, if he makes it here, how long do you wait into the shot clock to foul if they can't get the steal initially?
Well, 2 timeouts left. I think you go for a steal off the end out of bounds play, and then if you don't get it, then you foul pretty quick. For the score, they just need to get a rebound or a possession and hold on to the ball.
Colorado State's got to at least get a shot off here quick, and Franklin fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
2 guys went with Emery and left Fredette wide open. But if you're BYU, you really don't care who gets it, Fredette or Emery, both of them outstanding free throw shooters. Emery at almost 80%, 77%.
Coach, we now see Tim Miles without the tie. It was fun. He won't think it was funny, but while he was so frustrated at the end of that sequence, all of a sudden, he said, I'm taking this tie off. I can't take it anymore.
Well, I tell you, those guys are earning every penny of their salary, Dave Rose and Tim Miles tonight.
Spoken like a former coach to a coach.